Murmu ji to kindly address us and show us the future path. जोरदार तालियां माननीय राष्ट्रपति महोदया के लिए.
Chairperson of National Human Rights Commission, Sri Justice V. Ramasubramaniam ji, members of National Human Rights Commission, Dr. Justice Vidyut Ranjan Sodangi ji, Mrs. Vijaya Bharati Sayani, Secretary General Sri Bharat ji, UN Residence Coordinator in India, Mrs. Arati Sayani ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Namaskar, Johar, good morning. I am happy to join you all for commemorating the Human Rights Day. It is an occasion to remind us that the universal human rights are unalienable, and they form the bedrock of a just, equitable, and compassionate society. 77 years ago, the world came together to articulate a simple yet revolutionary truth that every human being is born free and equal in dignity and rights. India played an important role in shaping a global framework of human rights. Our freedom fighters envisioned a world rooted in human dignity, equality, and justice. Hansaben Mehta, one of the 15 women members of our Constituent Assembly, was also a member of the group engaged in the drafting of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. She suggested a foundational change to the draft. She ensured that the rights enshrined in that global charter were expressed not in terms of the rights of men, but in the inclusion and universal expression rights of all human beings. That such a historic shift was brought about by the expansive vision of an Indian woman is a matter of enduring pride for every Indian. Thus, India embraced the Universal Declaration of Human Rights as a co-creator of a universal moral covenant which resonated deeply with our civilizational ethos. Our ancient value of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means that the world is one family, is reflected in the idea of universal human rights. It is only up that India's sustained commitment to the human rights principles has been recognized globally. It is evidenced by our unopposed election to the United Nations Human Rights Council for a 3-year term, commencing in 2026 for the 7th time. Today, we also renew our ancient ideal of inclusion, captured in the words Sarve Bhavantu Sukhino, which means, may everyone be happy. We renew this inclusive spirit of well-being of all as a modern pledge, that no one shall be left behind, that dignity is not negotiable, and that justice must remain the birthright of every person in India. Our commitment is clear: to build a nation where every individual can live with freedom, respect, and equality, and where human rights are not only protected but celebrated. Human rights are contained in the vision of our Constitution. Highlighting our constitutional objectives, Babasaheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar has said, we must make our political democracy a social democracy as well. Human rights promote social democracy. Human rights encompass the right to live without fear, to learn without barriers, to work without exploitation, and to age with dignity. We have reminded the world that human rights cannot be divorced from development. Also, India has always added to the timeless truth: there is no peace without justice, there is no justice without peace. Ladies and gentlemen, since the year 2019, with a view to enabling a holistic view of human rights issues, chairpersons of the National Commissions for Minorities, Scheduled Tribes, Scheduled Caste, Women, Protection of Child Rights and Backward Classes, along with the Chief Commissioners for persons with disabilities, are deemed to be members in the UNHRC for dealing with the core issues before the Commission. It is heartening to note that UNHRC India, the state human rights commissions, along with judiciary and civil society, have functioned as alert sentinels